won't abuse, I won't give up or refuse. This is how it feels when you're bent and broken. This is how it feels when your dignity's stolen and everything you love is leaving. You hold on to what you believe in.
Hey everybody, so we're going to be going through my timeline. As you can see, I organized it a bit better, so let's get started. I'm just going to remind you real fast of what exactly is going on here. So, really quickly, 2 years ago, we had the Titan's Curse going on at the same time the Red Pyramid was going on, and then a few months later, the Battle of the Labyrinth happened, and then a few months later, the Throne of Fire happened. And then, we jump a year ahead where the Titan War happened with the last Olympian. And after the Serpent Shadow, we had the Giant War, or the Blood of Olympus, and also the crossovers happening after the Blood of Olympus. Now, how do we know all this? Well, we know that the Titan's Curse happened because they saw Blackjack at the same time the Red Pyramid was happening, so what other Pegasus was flying around the Empire State Building at the same time during the winter? And based off of the Greek timeline, only going by the Percy Jackson series, we know that the Battle of the Labyrinth happened a few months later. And we know that a year went by before the Throne of Fire happened. So the Throne of Fire had to happen after the Battle of the Labyrinth. Now, a year had to go by again for the Serpent's Shadow to take place, since that was also in the winter. So the Titan War would have had to take place that summer, since it was a year after the Battle of the Labyrinth. And then a year later, or a few months after the Serpent Shadow came, the Giant War happened, and that's just timelining here. And then we're ending it over here. So Magnus Chase happened, and then we finally have the Trials of Apollo. Now, really cool, awesome fact is that this timeline has been slightly confirmed, since Rick Riordan confirmed that Trials of Apollo takes place 6 months after the Blood of Olympus. And by power of deduction, Magnus Chase must have happened around the same time, since, well, Annabeth is there, and also she said that she hasn't seen her cousin or her uncle very much in the Blood of Olympus, so it couldn't be before the Blood of Olympus at all. That is just wrong. She also mentioned a quest, so is it possible that somebody went on a quest without her, and that somebody is Apollo? Now, for our unanswered questions. We do have a few other unanswered questions. I'm going to go through the ones that don't really have anything to do with the Trials of Apollo. So we're going to start with our first one. How old is Raina? I'm just wondering this because of Cece's Island and the immortality thing that could come with it. Also, do the Norris have a mist-type veil? So, could they? Could they not? If they don't, then I hope Apollo doesn't go through Boston. Then we also have Amir is a demigod. This one I will talk about more as we get closer to the next Magnus Chase book, but oh, I would love this, and if he shows up in this series, if he shows up in the Trials of Apollo, that is going to be hilarious. Also, exactly how old is Nico? Everyone's been kind of debating this, but we don't really know, and even around physically how old he is. Everyone says about 15, maybe 16, maybe 14. I'm going to go with about 15, 16. No, I don't think it's 14. Now for the one that actually applies to what we are talking about, Ella. Oh, Ella. She's the one that actually memorized the entire book that had a ton of prophecies in it. So, if they're going to go on a quest, are they going to get a prophecy from her? Is she going to help them find the hidden oracle? Is Tyson going to go on this quest? I still want Nico to go on this quest. I don't know how many people are going to go on a quest. I just know that if Apollo has this friend who is a Roman demigod, then my guess is that he's going to need one more person, and maybe that's going to be Ella, maybe that'll be Tyson, but if they need a demigod to go, please let it be Nico, because that would be so much fun, and we know Percy's probably not going to go off because he's in school, and this is during the winter. So he's probably not going to be going off on this quest, and let's be honest, he deserves a break. He seriously deserves a break. So does Nico, but Nico hasn't been on an official quest yet, so that'd be so cool, and plus, that would just be funny, because Nico is dating Will. He better be dating Will at this point. If he's not, I'm going to be very sad. So that's my timeline for today. That's our updated timeline. Nothing really changed. We got confirmation about when the Trials of Apollo is set on this timeline. Nothing else is confirmed yet, but by order of deduction and timelining. We have that going on. There's a few questions for you to think about as we go into our new series and as we continue with Magnus Chase. I hope that we see Ella. We're supposed to see everybody at least once. Really want Will or Nico to be going on this quest with Apollo. That'd be a little awkward if it was Will, though. That would be, because then he'd be like, Dad, stop it, and everybody would be giving him weird looks because they look about the same, since Apollo would be about 16. So hopefully there's not too much awkwardness. Actually, wait, I want there to be awkwardness. So this is our timeline so far. Don't really know what's going to happen in the trials of Apollo, and, well, I'm excited, you're excited, can't wait. Here's how many days are left. Thanks for watching, bye!